Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah Zealous, and this is my magical and nourishing morning routine. Usually, when I wake up in the mornings, my mind immediately wants to race. It's thinking about my to-do list, my projects. I want to immediately fire up my computer and check emails, messages, my websites, all of that. So to combat that, I do a few minutes of meditation to manage any anxiousness and give me a sense of clarity for the day. I love to use Headspace because it's very simple, it's very clear, and guided meditation works best for me in the mornings because if I'm left to guide myself, I will no doubt put pressure on myself to focus, which only causes me to overthink more. So I appreciate having that gentle voice in my ear reminding me that it's okay, my thoughts will wander, just gently bring them back to center and breathe. And you can pretty much use any of your favorite guided meditation gurus or videos. I just like to use this one. Once I'm finished with my meditation practice, I do some light hygiene and then I prepare for some movement. My favorite type of movement is yoga. It's so important to get my body moving and moving any stagnant energy that may have been pooling in your body while you were sleeping. And while I'm doing yoga, I imagine any clusters of stale energy moving, any emotional blockages loosening up, dislodging, and dispelling from my body. It's much easier to harness your energy, to tune into any prominent energetic channels and major forces, and assert your willpower when you don't have any stagnancy in your body, and that effervescence, that cogency can move freely through you. It allows you to be more in flow throughout your day and more open to seeing any of the opportunities that are coming your way and be more in tune and in line with any sensitivities within your body. If you want to get into yoga or any type of movement and you don't know where to start, or it may be intimidating, my favorite yogi at this moment is Ariana Elizabeth. I love to watch her YouTube channels. I love to watch her YouTube channel and really follow along with her practice. She makes it easy and she has videos for any varying level from beginner to intermediate.
If you ride with me, I gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love.
When I'm done with yoga, I hop in the shower to refresh and rinse all of that stagnant energy that was dislodged and all the blockages away. Sometimes just doing one thing isn't necessarily enough to clear your energetic passages. Just like a dirty pipe, you may need to scrub it really good to dislodge most of the bigger pieces of unwanted material, but you may still need to go in and clean it with another solution to get the rest of it off, or follow up with like a polish or something to make sure it's really clean and clear. I like to use this clearing scrub that I got from the Modern Mystic shop. It's, as you can see, almost completely gone. I like to use this a lot, in one because it's very, very gentle, and it's also moisturizing and balancing as well. It has basil, sage, lavender, and mint inside of it. Basil is known to be used for protection, for peace, purification, and tranquility. Sage, as we probably well know, is used for purity and cleaning. I love that it has lavender in it because lavender is very calming and emotionally balancing, and I think that could be a great balance when you're doing some intense clearing work. And mint, which is often overlooked but is such a good herb for healing and luck. And when I'm scrubbing it into my limbs and my body, I have this sequence that I like to say for as I'm going into each limb. I like to say, I'm clearing away any negative emotions projected onto me by others or produced internally. I'm clearing away any stagnant or blocked energy sitting in my body, projected onto me by others or produced internally. I'm clearing away any depleting and harmful thoughts and ideas either generated internally or projected onto me by others. I'm clearing away any cloudiness or self-doubt, any resistance, and any anxiety projected onto me by others or generated internally. And I do that throughout this portion of my shower, and even while I'm under the shower head and I'm letting the water rinse over me, sometimes I even go over the sequence again as I'm rinsing and cleaning, and then I step out. Now, I don't always have a specific lotion with specific ingredients or anything inside of it. Sometimes I just use the basic and natural function of something to further my intentions that I want or for the day. So when I'm moisturizing, the thing that's at the forefront of my mind is locking in the intentions I set in the shower and kind of soothing the deep cleansing I've just done and kind of putting that nourishment back into my body. I do make my own face oil, toner, and hair mist, but we'll talk about those in another video. They are very simple ingredients, but we can get deeper into that in another video. After all of that, then it's time for some nourishment and hydration. I talked about manifesting with water in a short that I've done, referencing the author and scientist Masaru Emoto, who was one of the first people to claim that human consciousness has a direct influence on the molecular structure of water. I'll link his book below and link my short somewhere in the video so you can get a little bit of a mini lesson on that. But I like to do this every once in a while. I like to switch up the intentions that I write based on what I need at the time. So this time I wanted to calibrate my water for self-compassion, tranquility, love, and prosperity, since I've been feeling a wave of anxiousness lately because of juggling so many projects. And I really love doing this because I feel like I'm always being reminded of those intentions of having self-compassion, tranquility, love, and prosperity. And I feel like I'm always getting a consistent stream of those intentions throughout the day as I'm drinking from my water bottle. And I also get out my Good Mood herbal tea. So I usually make this the night before, but sometimes I'm a little too lazy the night before, so I made this one that day. I usually have a smoothie in the morning too for energy, but I wanted to switch it up a bit, and that's when I substitute the smoothie for some iced tea, especially during the summer months where it's super, super hot. So I make my Good Mood tea with bay leaves, which reduces stress and anxiety, along with other benefits such as helping with your respiratory system. Chrysanthemum, which I got from a Chinese bookstore. The woman behind the counter actually told me about it. I didn't know much about chrysanthemum tea before. And she said that it lowers blood pressure, cools down the body, and reduces inflammation. And I also add a tea bag of ashwagandha tea, which is an amazing herb. It blocks nervous system activity associated with generalized anxiety disorders, insomnia, and clinical depression. And I find it very beneficial, especially for my overactive nervous system. And then I add it to a glass of ice water to cool it all down, and I drink it as a cool tonic for these hot summer days. I like to put it in a mug first and put some boiling water, fill up a mug about halfway with the herbs in boiling water to really allow the herbs to release their health benefits, and so my honey can have time to dissolve within the water. And then I pour that into a half glass full of ice water to cool it all down. Then I am ready to start my day. Depending on what I'm feeling for the morning, sometimes the routine changes. Sometimes I incorporate journaling when needed, or getting my reading done in the morning instead of later in the day. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling. I do like to go with the flow. Just remember that when you're consciously moving and manipulating energy, it can be exhausting, especially when you're doing it, when you're not used to doing it and you're doing it for the first time. So for someone who isn't used to doing a combination of these things in the morning, they can usually experience extreme tiredness. And that's because you're stretching the capacity of your willpower to do more. Just like when you're working out and your muscles feel sore at the beginning, or you feel like you expelled all of your energy and you need to sleep earlier or longer. That's because you're working out and stretching the capabilities of your muscles, and it's the same with your willpower and magic. Just know that tiredness is normal, and listen to your body when it needs more rest and sleep to restore itself. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace.
Gotta hurry